Good morning. It's Bob. Okay, so we've identified at least half of our problem. Like I said earlier, the batteries in this are old and appear to be weak. Let me show you what we did. So over the weekend, Dave put some thought into it, and what we were missing was this. We've now hooked up a ground power unit, and that's providing the 28 volts that the vacuum pumps need. Now, having said that, when we turn the pumps on, I'm not going to do it because it's really noisy, but we can get the requisite inches of manifold or inches of mercury that we need on the vacuum pump on the left pump, on pump number 1. On the right pump, pump number 2, it does sound weak, and we're barely getting to 3. So anyway, partially it's good and partially not so good, but that gives us where we need to be at least on one side. So stand by, we'll see where we go from here, but I'm feeling much better about this. If it looks like I'm eating something, I am. I just had a cupcake, and there might be a Twinkie in my near future as well. However, I wanted to point out something. So we have a couple of distinct groups around here. We have the mechanical people, and we have the electrical guys. And it's funny how we try to pass off the jobs to the other guy. So the big plus in this vacuum nightmare is that I think, reasonably certain, that we are going to go with vacuum on the co-pilot side, but we're going to go with electrical on the pilot side. The upside to that is it gets to turn it over to the Sparkies. Thank you very much. Okay, I've got all this stuff stripped out. Let me show you. I just have one more clamp up there to undo, and I'll get those hoses out of the way. But everything here is gone. So our problem that we're having is our pumps are on this side, which is fine. When we were going to run vacuum, we were feeding it all up into here and crossing to the pilot side. Well, now that we know what we know about the vacuum system, we can only run one set of instruments per pump. So we're going to switch over from vacuum to electric. But because this panel was not cut dimensionally correct for standard instruments, this side is too tight for vacuum instruments to go in there. So we're going to put the vacuum instruments on the pilot side. We're we're going to put electric instruments that will fit tighter together on the co-pilot side. So it makes 0 sense for us to run where the pumps would be sitting here, having all the piping run over to here, in behind the cockpit, and then back over to the pilot side. So we're going to condense all this stuff, make it simpler, and we'll get back to you when we start getting it all plumbing. It's Friday, and I'm going to show you what we've been doing this week here in just a second. We're having a little Christmas party here today, and kind of be a cleanup day. But I want to talk to you about, first of all, I'm going to try to get an update on Jan's Mustang. When he gets here, he's not arrived yet. And we'll be doing some more work on the vacuum system for the bomber. And we'll see what happens today. Be back with you. So I wanted to mention that we started the GoFundMe, and thanks to my incredible viewers, we've already got $1,000 in the fund, and that'll allow us to purchase the trays and the connectors for our radios. And then as the fund goes up, we'll actually be able to get the radios, antennas, and the ADSB box. So I just can't tell you how much I appreciate my viewers. You guys rock. Thank you very much. So I'm sitting here on the ladder outside the airplane, and we're having a little confab here about where we're going with the instrument panel. Hang on. We got Bob and Dave and Jan and John deciding what we're going to do. And if you look way over there, you'll see that we have all of the vacuum powered instruments in place, and we're working on new plumbing for that. It's going to be a lot simpler, but we'll carry on.
On behalf of the owner, Peter Garrity, and myself and all the volunteers, we're very appreciative of everything you guys do. This airplane wouldn't be where it is. It would be more like a ride if you guys weren't here to help us put this together. And it's something to really be proud of. Anybody that comes in here is really quite overwhelmed and overtaken with the progress we've made and the quality of work. So here's, we got some sandwich boxes here and drinks, everything you need. If you need anything else, let us know. We'll try and find it. So have a good time, sit around, visit, do what you want to do, take a day. How about it?
And the boxes are labeled with what they are.
You guys show up after this?
So this video this week is kind of convoluted because of Christmas and all the stuff we've been doing in the hangar, and I hope it's not been annoying to you, but as promised, this is Mustang Bob, and I'm standing here next to Mustang Jan, and he's going to try to give us an update of what's going on with the Mustang, and it's kind of been a slow project, but Jan, why don't you go ahead and tell him what's going on?
Well, the Mustang has kind of been furloughed, the progress on that for a while, in view of the fact that we were given an opportunity by Duncan Aviation to paint the wings on the bomber. And so in order to do that, get that airplane finished and towable, we've been putting all of our efforts into getting the airplane into that situation. We get it jacked up, get the wheels on it, get the dollies for the main gear made, and then get the jacks, which probably won't get those till in January, to jack up the airplane to put the tires on, to put the tires into the dollies. So in view of that, we've kind of stepped back from production on the Mustang. Really appreciate you guys wondering about it and thinking about how that thing is progressing. We have started a number of times. Got the magneto and the distributors all timed up, so they're good. Engine seems to be running fine, and once we get back to this, which will be when the bomber's out of here, we should be able to focus our attention more on the Mustang, start it some more, run some more checks on it, then get the paint on the cowling.
Let me turn this around.
So we started to tape that off, so we get the OD green up there, and on the we'll get a yellow band here with probably checkers on it. But in view of getting the bomber done, that'll be the next step on the Mustang, and then we'll get the prop on it, and then we'll just keep moving forward. So that's kind of the deal on the Mustang.
Okay, so there it is from the horse's mouth, and really appreciate you watching our videos. I hope you take some value in them. If you do, please hit the subscribe button and drop a like and share it out. We like people to know what we're doing here. We think we're doing a pretty good job with this airplane, with these airplanes. And if you're ever in Utah, don't hesitate to stop by the hangar. Thanks for watching.